Welcome, members, to the March 13th, 2024 Education Instruction Subcommittee. Madam Clerk, will you take the roll?
Representative Bain, Representative Chisholm, Representative Glenn, Representative Hakeem, Representative Hicks, Representative Johnson, Representative Leatherwood, Representative McCalman, Representative Moody, Representative Reagan, Representative Raper, Representative White, Chairman Sapicki.
Here.
You have a quorum.
Thank you. Members, any privilege today? Anybody in the audience want to recognize? I'm going to take privilege to the man that they keep pulling back in, Dale Lynch. Dale, hello. How you doing today? Good to see you, sir. Members, we have our word of the day from Chairman Raper. Chairman Raper, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Usually our word is educational related. Today it is not. It is convivial. And it's an adjective having to do with a feast or a festive activity. And I'm going to take personal privilege on this one because our local hot saw festival is coming up in about a month. So my sentence is the hot saw festival in Cleveland will be extremely convivial. So our word of the day is convivial.
Members, anybody that can weave that into a question today will get bonus points on their bill the next time it comes up. Members, we have, well, here, let's take care of some business real quick. House Bill 2895 has been taking off notice without objection. It's off notice. Our first bill today to be considered is House Bill 2242 by Chairman White. Chairman Wright, you're recognized. You have a motion and a second. Chairman Wright, you can present your bill. I don't see any amendments. Is that correct, sir?
That is correct. Yeah.
Go ahead,
Well, thank you, and I appreciate. I'd like to present from the podium so I can look at you in the face, and you can look at me instead of me sitting on the dais. House Bill 2242 is a bill that we passed. This is a cleanup language, really. We passed this bill in 2022, dealing with the teaching in our schools of computer sciences. And like a lot of things, when we pass things, then it gets out into the departments and the legal, and then misinterpretation. So what we said in the bill originally that we require each public middle school to take one course in computer science education that includes instruction for a minimum of one grading period for one full year. Well, middle school is 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. I started getting calls from some of the superintendents. They says it's being interpreted as you got to have once in 5th, once in 6th, 7th, and 8th. And so we don't have that many computer science teachers, can't do that. So what the intention language was, so we're clarifying here, you take one computer science course in all 4 of those years. You have the option 5th, 6th, 7th, teach that one. And then you have high school courses. So what we're doing is clarifying the fact that what we originally intended in the language, that for our middle schools, that you would take, the student would take one computer science class, either in 5th or 6th, 7th, 8th, whenever the district and the school wants to offer it. And that is the gist of this bill. And with that, I renew the motion.
Members, you've heard the explanation on the bill. We have Superintendents Association sitting in the back. I'm assuming they agree with this legislation. If you do, give me a thumbs up. Thank you very much. Members, any question on the bill? Representative Hakeem, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Chairman White, it may be a misreading on my part, but I thought I had read that it would be in the earliest grade, meaning the 5th grade.
Chairman White, you recognized?
I don't think that is correct, and I stand to be corrected. I'll turn around here in a minute and get a nod. From what I understand, they just want the option to one of those. You teach it one time in one of those grades in middle school, and that is correct.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Any other questions on the bill? Without seeing none, we are ready to vote. All those in favor of sending House Bill 2242 to full education instruction say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. Ayes have it. You're on to full education instruction, Mr. Chairman. Thank you very much. Members, next bill up is number 3 on your calendar.
Second.
Well, let me call it up first, if you don't mind. House Bill 2177. Do I have a motion and a second? We have a motion and a second. Chairman Lynn, you are recognized. I do not see an amendment. Is that correct?
No amendment.
You may present your bill. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and committee. This bill would require a local board of education that provides electronic textbooks or instructional material to also provide students reasonable access to a printed version of the electronic textbook or instructional material if the student or parent asks for that. And that's it.
Members, you've heard the
That's it.
presentation on the bill. Are there any questions on the bill? Representative Johnson, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just curious, if the parent requests it for the student, what would be a reason a parent might request the printed text?
Well,
Chairman, Representative Lynn, you're recognized.
thank you. It's funny, I talk to a lot of people of my age, around my age, and they all say, I like to read text, not on the computer. In fact, there's many times I'll print things out, but there's young people who are like that too. They prefer to read it on paper, and it may be visual reasons, or it just maybe they find it easier to learn or take notes, so that would be the reason.
Representative Johnson, follow up.
Sure, I like to hold a book and newspaper, same. But a lot of our kids are coming up with computers and they're more used to it.
Mhm.
I guess my question would be, I didn't see a fiscal note, and there definitely will be a cost for a textbook like that. So is this going to just be a cost to the locals? Is that going to be like an unfunded mandate for them?
Representative Lynn, go ahead.
Well, fiscal review did give me a not significant fiscal note. I don't think they expect a lot of students would want to take advantage of this, but definitely some students do. They just feel more comfortable not reading off of a computer.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? On seeing none, we are going to vote on House Bill 2177, sending it to full education instruction. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. Chairman Lynn, 2177 goes on to educational instruction. We'll see you next week.
Thank you very much.
Members, final calendar is next week. If we do not have a calendar, we still need to meet so we can we can take this committee at the call of the chair. So with that, motion to adjourn. We are adjourned till next week.